Death Talk, episode 7. Welcome to the show. I have Caleb here with me. Hey, Rich. And Mark's here.
What's up?
And Casey in a remote location.
Undisclosed.
Outside of Massachusetts.
Yes, the remote location is Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you hanging with Michael Scott?
I'm not hanging with Michael Scott, but I did go to the very bleak mall where there is the sign for the office, the welcome sign, welcome to Scranton.
Oh.
It's pretty funny. Pretty funny mall.
Why aren't we beaming Casey in with a hologram like the 2008 presidential election? Rich Rossi, you're my only hope.
I don't think that we have the technology for that quite yet. If we get more listeners, we might be able to kick it in the budget.
Cool.
But yeah, so we are. I think this might be our last episode of the year. I think maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit of business to start the show, and then we're gonna go to we're gonna do our top lists. So things that we liked, records, other things. So yeah, let's start off with talking about some things going on at Deathwish. Mark, why don't you tell us about a few things?
Yesterday, Blacklisted announced, they already announced, we talked about on this podcast about their new record called When People Grow, People Go. But Noisy, it was Noisy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Noisy just premiered a new song called Deeper Kind that you should go check out immediately because it's real good. And I think it's on YouTube. It's also, you can check it out on Noisy. But the song's really good, and it's a nice teaser and preview for what's left to come for the LP, because the LP is really, really, really good. And I think pre-orders for that should be in the coming weeks or something, because it comes out in January. So keep an eye out for when pre-orders come up, because you won't want to miss out.
As we like to say, pre-orders are coming soon.
Yeah, they're coming soon. Classic Deathwish response.
Yes, that is on YouTube. You can listen to it there. We just put it up on Spotify today, so it went up there, so you can listen to it there. Make sure you're following Deathwish on Spotify as well, because we have some cool playlists and things of that nature that we put together. So yeah, it's a good little good thing to follow. We also, I guess I'll take the next topic here. We also got a couple of represses in this week. Ceremony, Violence is now available again on vinyl. This new pressing is on opaque pink. I think we called it baby pink on the store. Kind of like a lighter pink, I guess. And
hold on, I have something to say. Why are we calling it baby pink when we wussed out on cool color names in the past with records?
I don't really know why it's called baby pink.
It's called baby pink, but the fucking purple Doom Riders record was not Grimace purple. And Axe to Fall should have been Dookie Brown.
I don't know why we called it. We're gonna go.
I'm sending an email to corporate, so.
But yeah, that's there. That's out of 2,000 copies. So we did a 2,000 piece repress on that. So go check that out. And we also got in the repress for Heavier Than Heaven, Lonelier Than God, the previous Blacklisted record, two records ago, for them. This is the new audio that got remastered that's on the deluxe version. So if you missed out on the deluxe version of the record, this is from the same remastered audio. It's not 180 gram like the deluxe version, but this new pressing does use that audio. So it's very nice, very good.
Is it the OG artwork?
Yes, it has the original cover on it this time, unlike the deluxe version. So
cool.
Yeah, so that's on 2 colors. So we have 1,000 on white and 1,000 on clear. So if you want to, you know, keep your collection going, pick up a copy of each. But those are in stock now, and you can get that at store.deathwishinc.com. So very excited to have that back in press. One of my favorites. I think I said that in the last episode, but still is. 2 weeks later. But besides that, that's about it as far as we have for business this week. Should we just jump right into our best of lists? All right, so we're gonna do the our top lists of the year. We'll do records, then we'll do some things that are not records. So we'll do other. We're going to exclude Deathwish titles because I think if we included Deathwish titles, it might be all Deathwish titles because we like Deathwish titles a lot. How about that?
We're a little
so
biased.
We'd be extremely biased if we include those. So we're going to not include any Deathwish releases. We're just going to do non-Deathwish titles for our records of the year. So do you guys want to do our number 5 and go around, or
yes,
do our entire list?
5 and go around.
Okay. Who wants to start? Number 5.
I think Caleb wants to start. He's very excited.
Oh, baby. All right. I didn't put mine in order. I'll just start. Sharon Van Etten. Are we there yet? I talked about this a while ago on the podcast. I don't know. It's great. I love it. Number 5. Sure.
Cool, Mark.
All right, so my number 5 record of the year is going to be Angel Dust AD. I think it's awesome. It was very fun all the way through. Ended up listening to it a lot more than I thought. And it's just really great. All the guest vocals are great, and all the songs are really catchy. And it's awesome. So, cool.
Wasn't it your top album on your RDO year-end whatever?
Yeah, I don't really believe that because I definitely listen to other records way more than...
I mean, everything is awesome alone.
Yeah, honestly, that sucks. Shout out to Trey for ruining my year-end playlist on RDO. Now it just thinks I only listen to Lego movie soundtracks. All right, Casey, what's your number 5?
Mine, as well as Caleb's, is not really in any specific order except for number 1, but my number 5 would be Timbre, Hot Dreams, which is, I guess, I don't even know, like, would it be called like like weird, like kind of like country, like almost, what, it wouldn't be doo-wop, would it?
I wouldn't. He's a crooner. I wouldn't say country.
Okay, all right.
It's
like a weird.
It's sexy.
It's creepy, sexy.
Exactly. It's sexy macabre.
Sexy macabre. Sexy suicidal.
If I can just say something, I think he's got one of the most interesting voices I've ever heard. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. What about you, Rich?
All right, my number 5 is Modern Baseball. You're gonna miss it all. I liked the single a lot. It took a little bit of time for the LP to grow on me, but I listened to it so much that it grew on me and ended up being one of my favorite records this year. So cool, Modern Baseball, and the video is cool too. I like that a lot. Video. So yeah, Modern Baseball. Caleb, what about number 4? What's number 4?
Number 4, I'm gonna go with YAUTJA, Songs of Descent. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I recently found out it's what the Predators are called in the Predator movies. They're called YAUTJas. This band's
I like
sick.
that one a lot too.
Yeah,
that was almost
so
in my
good.
top 5.
They toured with Cult Leader fairly recently, and had the pleasure of seeing them, and it was awesome. I love that album.
Very good. Casey, what about you?
Wait, Mark is next.
Oh, Mark's next. Let's do Mark.
My number 4 is Manchester Orchestra, Hope/Cope. They actually released 2 records this year. The first one was called Cope, and then they re-recorded and rewrote all the songs to have like a moodier, like stripped down vibe. And it's the same songs in the same order, and both versions of the record are great. I've flip-flopped on thinking either one's the best, but it's awesome.
Very good. Casey.
My number 4 is Spooky Black Silk, which is this I thought, like, I judged a book by its cover when my friend showed me it because it looks like it's just kind of like run-of-the-mill, like Tumblr VHS trendy, funny hip-hop or whatever, but it is, but it's super sick. It's like the cheesiest, corniest stuff, but that's why it appeals to me. And it's like pretty similar to Timbre Timbre. It's like suicidal sounding, but also like really like sensual. It's just a really cool R&B record made by this, I think he's like 17-year-old kid. But it's sick.
Very cool. Caleb, let's do...
Wait, what was your number 4? Did you go?
Oh, I forgot to do my number 4. Yeah, I meant to...
Rich cannot do this.
I can't keep track of these, of all you. My number 4 was Pianos Become the Teeth. Keep You. Great record.
Rich is into it.
Loved it. Really, really enjoyed it.
It's really good. Caleb, he doesn't get it, but one day he will.
I don't know about that, man.
You used to say the same thing about some other bands that you listen to pretty frequently now.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll discover it 5 years later, just like Title Fight.
Yeah, I'm slow. I'm slow with that stuff, I guess.
It's okay.
Mark, if you listen to it enough, you'll get Caleb to like it.
That's how everything else works.
If you annoy Caleb enough with the songs that you like and the albums that you like.
That really is what's happening. One day I can't, yeah. Anyways,
Once I'm able to like name bands, like you're playing music and I'm able to name bands of like albums I don't like, that's when you know it's starting to grow on me. That didn't make sense. Anyway, number 3. Let's go with OLEENA, Shallow. This another record I already talked about, but I listen to it like daily. You know, these guys around the office, they get my blood pressure, they just raise it to the roof. I just put this record on, I sit back, and I just feel great about life.
Well, you have to feel great about something.
Oh my god.
No, it's really good, like ambient, just great stuff.
I think it's really cool.
No lie, I actually listened to a song the other day.
Oh yeah,
because I saw you listen to it and I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked
good.
it. I'll listen to the rest of the album, but I haven't.
You should. It's seriously really good. What do you got, Mark?
We're at number 3, right? Cool. So number 3 is The Hotelier. Home Like No Place Is There. It's really good. It came out in like I think January, the very beginning of the year. But they're awesome. They're from Worcester, where I'm from, and the LP came out on Tiny Engines, and I think it got a lot more attention than everyone expected it to. And now they're playing like pretty big shows and stuff, so it's pretty cool to see them get bigger. And the record's just really good. There's not a bad song on it.
I gotta listen to that record. You keep telling me to, and I haven't yet, but I will.
Yeah, and it's been a year, so you probably won't like
I'm a
it.
little behind.
You would like it, Rich.
Okay, cool. Then I'll listen to it soon. Casey,
Cool.
We haven't done you yet, so
You have not. My number 3 is ICEAGE's new LP, Plowing into the Field of Love. And they're a band that I was not able to understand or get into for their first 2 albums. And for some reason, when I listened to this one, it clicked, and now everything listening back clicks too. And I don't know, it's like I agreed with a lot of the criticism that they got for being like, it just kind of sounds like a sloppy, like cacophonous mess, but now I kind of like that. And like I think that the reason that it appeals to me that it's kind of messy is that when it is messy, it kind of makes the parts where it all comes together perfectly all that more powerful, because it just kind of catches you off guard. And it has a real Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds vibe on this record, and I don't know, I like it. It's just really like lazy sounding and kind of sneering like lyrics, and it's a cool record.
very good. Is it my turn now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep losing where we are. Okay, number three. Do you guys like ever? I'm sure you've gotten into a band like later in their like releases. Maybe like their third, fourth album.
Yeah, like ICEAGE.
Yeah, like you just said. Yeah.
I didn't get into the National till like their 5th or 6th record.
Yeah, sometimes just like I've listened to this band multiple times, and I never like got into it. But I listened to this record, and I was like, oh, this record's really good. And then you kind of appreciate their other stuff as well once you get into like this record. But my number 3 is Joyce Manor, Never Hungover Again. This is another one of Mark's. I listened to it, that he listened to it so much that he made me like it.
So am I just slowly making everyone in the office posers?
Yes. No. He listened to it so much that I ended up like liking one of the songs, and I was like, oh, that's a really good song. And then I listened to the record, and I was like, holy shit, this is a really good record. It's out of all the Joyce Manor records, this one is my favorite. I don't know if that's weird to say, but it is. Their newest one is my favorite. It's awesome. It's some of the catchiest songs, I've heard in a while. So, good job, Joyce Manor. You made a really good record that I'm into.
I'm sure they're looking for your approval.
No, I don't think they are, but it was a really good record. I'm into it.
Number 2.
Caleb, are you doing number 2? You want to start?
I'm going to do number 2. CREEPOID, self-titled. This is a great record that I keep trying to get you guys to listen to, and nobody will. It's awesome. I think it's their second full length, but it's self-titled. I don't know. Their first one was Horse Heaven.
I like how Mark doesn't try to get people into records and then gets everyone into it, but Caleb like tries to recommend stuff to people that they'll probably like.
Yeah.
And no one actually listens to it.
No one ever does. I don't know. But
that's honestly fucking awesome.
Yeah, this is their second LP, and I would start. This is my favorite from them. I would start with this one. Horse Heaven's great, but this record is perfect. So I say that a lot, though. What do you got, Mark?
So my number 2 is it's Macthaverscan.
Is that how you say it?
Macthaverscan. I'm probably saying it wrong, and if someone knows what it is, I'm sorry.
Send us a recording of you pronouncing it.
Yeah, it's the closest I can get. This may be cheating because I think this record actually came out in 2013, but Run for Cover re-released it in 2014, so a lot of people in the U.S. found out about it this year.
I got you into that, Mark.
Yeah, you got me into it, I think, last fall, fall of 2013.
I remember that.
That one song was great, Asleep or whatever. But the whole record's great. It's so good. Trey listens to it. I think it's all he listens to.
That's the only record, yes. That's the only record.
Yeah, I think that may be it. That and Pity Sex. But anyways, it's wicked good. If no one's heard it, you should. It's like cool indie rock with like the girl singing sounds like Bjork kind of, but like poppier and more accessible. It's really cool.
Casey, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the Failures, Decline, and Fall LP. It's just a really solid, like fast punk record, and I'm pretty much a fan of anything that Will Killingsworth or Mark McCoy touches for the most part, and them together is great. I like the first Failures LP, but this one I think has a much more powerful production, and Mark's voice sounds matured, which is weird to say since he's done vocals in bands for, I don't know, probably 15 years now, but like the first Failures LP, his voice sounds a little more fragile, which definitely complements the recording on that record, but I just am more partial to the way that this record sounds. But I don't know, it's a really cool, fast, aggressive record. It's sick.
It is really good. Agreed.
Yeah.
That's on Youth Attack, right?
Yeah, Youth Attack put it out, and therefore the artwork and the packaging and the layout look great. So that's another cool thing about it.
Yep.
Very good.
I think we're currently the only place who still has them in stock.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You're like Mark, trying to sell things.
My turn.
Bye.
My turn. Number 2.
Yes, go for it.
Are we on number 2? Did everyone just do the number 2?
Number 2, yeah. Do your number 2.
Fire it now.
This was very difficult between 1 and 2 for me. Do you guys like how I try to build suspense for my picks?
Yeah, yours is very serious.
Yeah, no one cares.
Dude, everyone is on the edge of their seats right now, waiting for my number 2 pick.
I bet I can guess it. What was... It had to have either come out on Epitaph to run for cover.
No, it did not.
Wait,
this,
it was every
I
time
think
I
I know
died.
what
This
it
one
is.
came out on Profound Lore.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Okay.
You can say it though.
It
I'm not
is
gonna ruin it.
Paul Bear of Foundations of Burden.
There,
Nice.
there you go. There it is, everyone.
This record was sick. I'm just saying. It was awesome. My picks are much better than yours.
Oh my god. Okay.
Why is everyone laughing at me?
Because we know you so well. You're doing
Yeah.
the suspense, but we know what you're gonna say.
I mean, no one else necessarily.
True, I
knows
know,
it.
I know.
Well, Paul Bear, it was a great step forward for them. I thought it was an awesome, next step for the band. Songs were great. Man, I listened to it really loud all the time because that's what I liked to do. And can't say enough about it. Great record. All right, well, we're almost ready for the number ones. You guys
Drum
excited?
roll.
You just scared the shit out of me. I didn't know what was going on.
Good.
Why is Casey laughing?
That's your turn to burn, dog.
Oh my god.
All right, Caleb.
All right, number
We're
one.
ready for your number one.
Drum
The
roll.
kids are waiting.
I bet it's a soundtrack.
Yeah. What is this?
There's a soundtrack on my list, but it didn't make the
Yeah.
top 5. Sorry,
Is this
dude.
the Frozen soundtrack?
No.
Caleb, just fucking just let it go. alright?
Timbre, Hot Dreams. Casey ruined it for me. That's his number 5. That's my number 1.
Wow.
And just to let you guys know, Mika Levy soundtrack for Under the Skin. That was in my top 10. Just got to say that.
Not bad.
So yeah, we already talked about Timbre, but yeah, I love this band. They are so good. Hot Dreams.
Right on.
Mark, what do you got?
Yeah, what's your number 1, Mark?
I think all of you guys could guess this one, but at least Caleb can. But my number 1 record is Lake Street Dive, Bad Self Portraits.
Don't laugh.
I listened to this more than I listened to anything in the past few years. It's so good.
I know all the
songs
songs by heart. He plays it so often.
and he doesn't.
It's
even
okay.
Like the record.
It's all right.
So it got to the point where the opening drum fill, the first song, people here would just be like, "Really?" So yeah, that's happening. So it's definitely a little bit different than a lot of the other records we've talked about because they don't have any distortion on their guitars really or anything. But regardless, you should listen to it. All the songs are really catchy, and the lead singer has a really great voice. And
Mark's in love with
awesome. Side note, I'm in love with
Don't
her.
tell his girlfriend.
But has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with my love for the record.
Yeah, no, of course he's not. Come on, he
It's
doesn't.
a totally separate love.
Yeah. Oh, can we back up, by the way? Mark, I just want to point out, the one and only time ever, you like Timbre, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got you into something.
Oh,
There you go.
Gotcha.
Need is some sunshine.
Yeah.
All right, Casey,
All
number
right.
1.
My number 1 is the only record that I would say is in the correct place in the order because it is one of my favorite records I think I've ever heard. It's Total Control's new LP, Typical System, and it's a really cool post-punk, synth-punk record. Every single song on it I think is really good, and there's some really catchy songs. I think it's a perfect record, and I haven't really delved into their back catalog yet, which I'm a little bit ashamed of, but I don't know, they're a really cool band. I think they're from Australia, but it's awesome. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I should check that out. I've never heard of that, so I should stop being a loser and listen to it.
I listened to it the other day. Would listen again.
I feel like they're going to be a really popular band if it catches on. It's an awesome record. They put out a 7-inch on Sub Pop, which is weird, but this record came out on Iron Lung.
Total Control.
Yeah, it's sick.
Cool.
You guys
All right,
ready?
Rich.
Ricardo.
Yep.
Are you guys ready for my number 1?
Oh,
Can I guess it? Can I
Bang,
honestly
don't wait
guess
up.
it?
Nope, wasn't that?
It's definitely La Dispute.
Ah, you got it. You ruined it for everyone.
No build up.
No build up.
Yeah, all right, if you want to have your own suspense, ready?
No. La Dispute, Rooms of the House, top record this year. That's what did it for me. It was actually, when I was coming up with my top 5, I looked through my like most played things on Last FM just to kind of remind myself, make sure I didn't like miss anything from like throughout the year. And this was the top album that I played, and I kind of knew it was going to be my top 5. And, you know, after like, you know, going through what records I liked, and yeah, I was like, yeah, this is my number 1. So, yeah, I love their last record, Wildlife. So I was really anticipating the new record, and I gotta say it delivered. I don't know if I say I would like it as much as Wildlife, but I like them both. It does have one of my, I would say, favorite La Dispute songs on there. So Stay Happy. Is it Stay Happy There? Yeah, Stay Happy There. So I think that's an awesome song. But cool. Yeah, that's my number 1.
I should give that another listen. I only listened to it a few times when it came out.
Yeah. I liked it. It's my number 1. Number 1, 2014. Rich Rossi. Cool. You heard it here first.
All right, now we're gonna do something a little different. We're just gonna do like top 5, like other, right?
Yeah, and we'll just we don't have to like, you know, build it up or anything here.
I think we should just one at a time. Every person just run down everything.
Yeah, just
I love how the guy who like tried to sell his top 5 records as like a movie trailer with the suspense he was trying to build. It's like, yeah, can you just be really quick without any build up?
Well, mine is gonna take the longest because we're gonna have to, you know.
Okay, you can't name every Nintendo game that came out this year.
Fantasy life.
All right, I went first last time, so someone else go first.
Whatever.
All right, okay. Casey, let's hear it.
So I'm just gonna do one at a time, or should we do all of them for us? Like just
name all your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Again, not really in any particular order, but number 5, my band Youth Funeral recorded like a new 7-inch, and it's like my most proud music I think that I've ever produced. So that came out really cool, and that was awesome. Then number 4, seeing Failure play the Paradise Rock Club. That was probably the best sounding band I've ever seen live. They were so tight. It was incredible. Then number 3, seeing Slint play the Paradise Rock Club. That was not well, it sounded amazing, but Failure's sound was perfect. But Slint was amazing for entirely different reasons. Then number 2, my other band, Death Injection, making an agreement to put out a LP with Triple B Records, which is going to come out in February. That was really cool. I really like that label, so it was flattering and humbling, I guess, to be asked to do a record with them. And then number 1, my close friend Matt Wallenstein's wedding, which was excellent. And I think, I don't know, like the 3rd podcast or whatever, I go into detail about the debauchery that I was involved with at that wedding.
Yes, but everyone, please listen to that episode. Casey.
Yeah,
I can't really. I don't even know what to say about that. So yeah, listen to that episode, and you'll
Casey, do whatever
you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, it's good.
Do what you want to be happy. That's the moral of 2014.
Thanks, Mark. I'm gonna hang that over my fireplace.
Yeah, you really should.
All right, Mark.
Caleb, you want to go?
Okay, I can go. Sure.
Was there 5 movie trailers that we?
5 movie trailers? Nah, dude. I watched the actual movie.
All right, let's go.
Although that new Mad Max trailer looks sick.
What was Caleb's top 5 times he missed out on cool shit from Mondo?
Oh my god.
Don't get him going. The Jurassic Park thing's still killing him.
It is. I was talking to you, I think.
Wait, what did you miss out on with that?
The Jurassic Park. I'm not gonna get started.
No, you get teary-eyed thinking.
No one cares. I'm the only one. Just okay. All right. Real quick.
No, I want the people to know about your addiction to Mondo?
It's very it's an addiction. Yeah, I buy everything Mondo. Well, not everything. All the soundtracks I do, but I get a lot of prints too, and then I can't afford to frame them. So. I have a bunch of prints laying on a kitchen table, so that's cool.
I wish you guys could see how distraught Caleb looks.
I hate you guys. All right, rapid fire. I left out. There's some more albums, so just real quick. Angel Olsen, Mika Levy, that Under the Skin soundtrack. I love it. The Body, Godflesh, FKA Twigs, and Sun Kill Moon. Just some stuff I left out. And I also wanted to give shout outs to some of my local friends that put out great stuff this year. Casey already mentioned Youth Funeral. They put out a great 7-inch. Pre-orders will be up, or they're up currently, so get it. Death Injection, as always, releasing great stuff. Some Nerve, check out that demo. And Human Bodies put out a great demo this year. I think it's just up on YouTube now. I don't know.
No Life.
Yeah, No Life. I know for a fact it's on YouTube. I don't know if there's tapes or anything at this moment, but yeah.
I believe tapes were made.
They are? Okay, cool. Check out Human Bodies. Awesome.
Some Nerves got the 7-inch on Triple B coming out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's new. That just got announced. Yeah, Some Nerve are fucking awesome. I love them. And some movies that came out. Under the Skin, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy, Whiplash, and don't forget True Detective, guys. That was this year.
Oh yeah, True Detective was really good.
All right, I rushed through all those, so
Yeah, I didn't realize we were going to do a top 20.
Dude, I told you I put 20 things on my list.
Caleb, that was the most structured you've ever spoken. I thought that you like practiced your lines in the mirror last night.
Oh my god.
Make a nice ice cold glass of chocolate milk and just practice your lines in front of the mirror.
Dude, you know me.
I know.
Mark, what's your list?
All right, so 5 things that were cool this year. I went to This Is Hardcore for the first time, and regardless of us forgetting shit and it's being kind of stressful, it was really fun. It was really fun hanging out with Casey and Caleb and Chris. Oh yeah, Chris, we never said, Chris isn't on this podcast. He's in the office next to me. He just doesn't have headphones, and he's doing a lot of stuff today, so he just couldn't make it. So shout out to Chris. So This Is Hardcore is really fun. Also, I'll say that I saw Saves the Day playthrough being cool a few weeks ago. That's like my favorite record of all time, and I had a really, really great time seeing him. And then in May we went to Bloodfest in Michigan, and that was a good time too. I'd never been to Michigan before, and it was a blast.
That was a great trip.
Yeah, it was really fun. The fest was like the best fest ever, and it was really well run and well put together, and it just seemed really cool. I hope we'll be back again next year.
I'm pretty sure we will be.
Yeah. Number 4, I'm going to say moving upstairs. We moved upstairs in our warehouse, and it was really exciting, and it was stressful at times, but it's really fucking cool that we have 2 floors now, and we all have space, and everything seems more organized, and it's just really cool. And the last thing I'm going to say is a few months ago, I had this thing at this restaurant called Chocolate Soup, and it was fucking tight.
Sounds sick.
Chocolate soup.
Yeah, it was in like a small little mug, and it was at like a fancy dinner for an engagement party for a cousin I don't know, and I was only at a table with my mom, and I drank a little sip of this chocolate soup, and I made this noise. Ah!
So you had hot chocolate?
Everyone around me was so uncomfortable, and my mom like cried. She was laughing / embarrassed. But I didn't try to make that noise. That was just genuinely what I felt from my soul when I drank the delicious chocolate soup.
That's amazing.
So shout out to the Hampshire House. Keep pumping that soup out.
Is it a dessert?
Yeah, what is it? You don't know?
It's literally like 4 sips of chocolate soup in like an espresso cup. It was like the fanciest shit I ever seen.
Yeah, but
You're
what is
probably not even
chocolate
supposed
soup?
to
Is
drink
it like a dessert, or is it like more like a coffee or like a drink?
It's a dessert.
Okay.
You keep saying soup, but I'm just picturing hot chocolate.
It was called chocolate soup, but pretty much they like melted the best chocolate bars you could ever find and just put it in a mug so you could drink it.
Oh, good dive.
Yeah, I made like a crazy, like ridiculously awful noise out loud when I drank it. So that's my story. Rich, what's up, dog?
Oh, you guys ready for mine?
Oh yeah, never been more ready.
All right. Yeah, I agree with Mark. The warehouse, top notch. Having another floor where the warehouse is, that's awesome. Yeah, everything is a lot better here as far as that goes. So that's definitely in my top 2014 things. I got some news for you guys. My Coke Zero addiction is still in full-fledged this 2014. So still loving that Coke Zero, drinking that
Coke
hard every day.
Vanilla Zero.
My turntable that you can see right behind me. Well, not the listeners can't see, but that thing is sick. U-Turn Audio. Google that shit.
I'm trying to get
cool.
one.
It's an awesome turntable. Really liked it a lot. So good job, U-Turn Audio. You're good at making turntables.
Sponsor us.
Yo, Hunger Games / Jennifer Lawrence. You're up there.
Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Oh,
You're such a loser.
it's all you
just in
talk
general,
about.
The Hunger Games 3, that'll be my top 2015 list. Okay,
Once
but
it
I
makes
just saw
Netflix.
Hunger Games 2 like a month ago or 2 months ago. I don't even know. But yeah, you're in there, J Law.
Oh my god.
And number one 2014, Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U. That shit is so good. I haven't even finished the game yet, but it's my favorite game of 2014.
Oh my god.
That's tight.
Honorable mentions on the Wii U and 3DS. I'm gonna throw in Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Brothers. I think I've already talked about this multiple times. Fantasy Life for the Nintendo 3DS. Shovel Knight for Wii U. All great games. So, great year for video games this year. I played a lot of video games.
Yo,
How many hours do you got on Fantasy Life right now?
I don't want to talk about that much. we shouldn't let the public know. But
Yo.
yeah, and you know, girlfriend, my dog, my cats, all three of them. Shout out 2014.
shout out. That's the best they get.
All cool things.
Oh, just a heads up. The Bayonetta glasses are for sale online. If any well-off listener wants to buy those for Rich, he'll love you forever.
Be Rich's sugar daddy.
He might kick out his girlfriend and get a shout out next year.
Yeah, he'll give you a
Girlfriend
shout
for a
out.
long time. You've been your girlfriend for a long time, and all she gets is a fucking shout out
Yeah.
to a podcast that no one listens to.
Oh my god.
Shout out. All right.
Yo, she came out to the Doom Riders show.
Exactly. We partied hard.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Oh shit! You know what? I should have that show was awesome. How about that?
Yeah, that was a great show.
Forgot to mention that. We all, me and you, Caleb, went to it.
Yep.
It was awesome.
And Megan, we give you a
Megan
hard
was there.
time all night. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. So that's yeah. So what do you guys think? 2014, good year, huh?
Solid
All right.
year.
Still got a few more weeks to fuck it up though, so don't regret.
Oh god. Well, yeah, that's our top list. Thanks for listening to that.
And again,
And I'm sorry.
we left out Deathwish releases.
Yeah, all of the Deathwish releases were number one.
Were you sorry about, Rich?
I'm sorry that they had to listen to your extremely long list.
Oh, my list was solid. All right.
That's
All right. So,
amazing.
anyways, next thing is
Cool. Mark's tries to take over as host of the show when he
which
knows.
one of you, Rich?
that-
You literally have your phone up texting on the camera right now.
I'm actually looking at the show notes.
Wow.
So, Casey, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you tell me about the cool new tunes this week?
Yes, I would love to tell you about the cool new tunes this week.
I and our listeners thank you.
You're welcome.
The Death Talk Nation thanks you.
DTN, great. Oh wait, that's down to nothing. Whatever. Okay, so first off, we have the new Cloakroom Lost Over 7-inch EP, which I believe is a track from their new LP that's coming out. I had a chance to hear it. It's really, really good. So I suggest buying the 7-inch to hold you over until you hear the LP. That came in from Run for Cover. And we also got another release in from Run for Cover that's new. It's the Crying Get Old / Second Wind LP. I believe Get Old was already released as a cassette. I don't know who put it out. I'm going to assume Orchid Tapes, but don't quote me on that. But that's a really cool, like, electronic, like poppy emo record. It's really cool.
Can I jump in with that?
Sure.
I listen to a lot of video game podcasts. Oh my god, that's so surprising, right? And one video game podcast was talking about this record because they use 8-bit, is it samples or sounds, 8-bit sounds? Would you say
Chiptune?
Yeah.
Is that what it's actually called?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay. And they were saying how they really like this record because video game nerds love that stuff. So
I was surprised because a lot of my friends were like, "You're gonna hate this record. Don't even bother." And so I went against them and listened to it. And I like it. I listened the whole way through. It's cool, really catchy.
I think you need new friends.
I do need new friends.
Don't
shout
listen
out
to what
Ryan.
your friends say. Listen whatever you want.
I know Mark's into it.
That's true. But yeah, Crying, Get Old, Second Wind, back it. And then we also got in 2 new records from Siege Records, which is the 2 new Old Man Gloom LPs, which are kind of confusing to explain, but they're essentially the same LP. At least they have the same release title. It's easy to organize them by just saying Ape of God 1 and Ape of God 2. I believe that the whole reason that there's 2 records is one was recorded and sent out to press with the assumption that the press was going to leak the record, and then they did, and then Old Man Gloom revealed their intentions, and they had recorded another record entirely, and they were both getting released on vinyl, and so they both came out, Ape of God 1 and Ape of God 2, or however else you'd like to organize it. It's pretty cool. It's Nate from Converge, if anyone's not familiar. I think Aaron Turner from ISIS is also in that band. It's a super group of sorts. I don't know the other members, but
Caleb from Caven.
Cool. It's like a post-metal band. Cool stuff. We also got in a new 7-inch by Pure Disgust. It's their self-titled 7-inch. Flophouse put this out. It's cool, like straightforward punk record. It's really sick. Same like DC people who are involved with all those cool bands like Red Death and Collusion and Coke Bust. We also got in a new 7-inch from Rude Awakening, the Dragging the Anchor 7-inch from Bridge 9. It also has a cover by Wrecking Crew. I forget which song it is, but this came out for Record Store Day. It's really limited. If you like Rude Awakening, it was recorded in the same session as their LP Collateral Damage. I think Rude Awakening's sick. I love like super like heavy hardcore like that. We also got in the new Spine LP, Time Has Gone, by Bad Teeth Recordings. Spine is an awesome band, kind of like Youth Crew mixed in with almost power violence and just like straightforward hardcore. The vocalist is a monster, and he sounds like a monster, and I mean that in the most endearing way possible. But yeah, Bad Teeth recorded it. Shout out to John from Bad Teeth for being an awesome person. And then lastly, we got in my top record of the year, the Total Control Typical System LP from Iron Lung Records. You heard it. You heard me explain it already in the top list, but in case you skip through it because you think all of our tastes are whack, the Total Control LP is an awesome post-punk, like synth-punk record, and I highly recommend it. And that's everything that we got in this week. Well, maybe not everything, but most of what we got.
Very good. Thanks, Casey, for the cool new tunes.
No problem.
And I got Caleb here, and he's ready for tour time.
Yeah. So I'm taking over for Chris this week since he,
We got a pretty big tour to announce.
Yeah, this is we just announced this today.
Hours ago.
Yeah, hours ago. Obviously, this won't be posted today, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, Deathwish Fest Europe was announced today. And I'm jealous that the Euros get it and we don't. So so it's going to be Converge, Trap Them, Young and in the Way, and Harm's Way are doing so it's going to be a few dates in May and June. It's going from UK to Belgium, France, Switzerland, Germany.
Cool. Yeah, go to deathwishinc.com. Check out all the details. You'll see the dates for every show. And excuse me. And if you're following us on Spotify, we made a pretty cool playlist that you can check out a song from all the bands. So there's a nice little mix going on there. So go ahead and give that a listen. Thanks, Caleb.
No problem.
All right. So we went to Twitter. We asked you your questions. We asked you for your feedback. And here's what we got. First off, I'm gonna start this. Jake wants to know. This is Jake. Yes. Jake wants to know who stole my Bad Brains poster out of the bathroom and put it in the break room. I don't want to name any names, but I'm going to say...
okay, I'll cop to it. I took it out of there from requests from a few other people. I'm not going to name any names, but yeah.
You're probably Trey.
No, I'm not saying anything. But yeah, I did it. Sorry, Jake. I'll put it back. It's a sick poster.
You got called out, son.
Yeah.
You took his Mad Max poster, too.
Yeah, also awesome. Jake, you see the trailer for that new Mad Max?
Yo, Jake is just getting robbed blind.
Well, they've been stuck in the men's bathroom downstairs who hasn't worked. Nobody's been using it for anything other than paper towel storage, so I just wanted people to see him again, you know?
Feel free to take him back. Doesn't really matter, right?
He's gonna have to fight Caleb if he wants them back.
Whoa.
That's what you said. You said
I don't remember saying that. Yo,
back, he's gonna have to come through me.
No, I don't want to get MMA'd.
You said if Jake wants his poster back, he's gonna have to kick my ass, and that's not gonna happen.
Well, can I read the next question?
Yes.
All right, so IPIM 360 as well as QXEQ has asked the question of what record are we most anticipating in 2015?
That's a good one.
I think that should I? No, I'll leave it alone. Okay, go ahead.
Say what you need.
Pretty sure QXEQ is Greg Cabral. Shouts out to Greg Cabral.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Greg. Yeah. What's up, Greg? Most anticipated records. Anybody?
I feel weird because it doesn't have his name on there. We shouldn't know it's him, but we do. That's why I was.
I'm pretty sure it's him. Yeah.
Greg needs a shout out.
I can think of one. I can think of one record off the top of my head that I know of that's coming out next year, supposed to be coming out next year, that I'm excited about.
What is it?
The new Clear LP, Youth to Youth, coming out on Triple B Records. That should be cool. Yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of.
Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Cloakroom LP is probably going to come out next year too, and that's sick. I don't know.
I'm excited for the Super Heaven record to come out on Side One Dummy next year.
True.
I think that'll be cool.
Is new Title Fight coming out next year?
Yeah, that's January. So that should be cool too.
We'll have some copies of that in the store if you guys are looking to burn money for us.
I'm excited for all the Deathwish records coming out next year because it's going to be awesome.
I want to name them, but I don't want to.
We can name a few. I mean, Blacklisted obviously comes out February 10th, and the Harm's Way record, and then we have a slew of releases coming out in March. March is going to be a busy month for us. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all
Man,
the hits.
it's going to be crazy. April, we already have records scheduled for that we can't say yet, but man, can't wait for that. We have a lot of good ones coming. It's going to be a big year. I'm excited.
I, for one, am excited for the Death Injection LP to drop.
Yo, thanks.
All right,
Shout out to Casey.
They already got 2 shout-outs, Mark.
Come on, dude. Day in, day out, all I do is just praise you. Suffer on acid, ride the light, check it out.
Oh my god.
Did that come out this year? I don't even know.
It did.
Dude, it did? It came out this year. Guys, we gotta go back to my top 5. I gotta rearrange.
Oh,
it.
fuck off. Let's keep going.
My God. Cool. I think that's it for the questions. So, thank you for your questions,
Jake.
I gotta go before he finds me.
Yeah. So again, if you want to send us a question, we usually will send out a tweet before the show starts. So you can hit us up then, or just email us at deathtalk@deathwishinc.com. We love email.
Yeah. If you wake up in the middle of the night, breaking out in sweat, thinking of a great question, you can email us anytime.
Yeah.
Hold on, not even a question. If you wake up in the middle of the night and think anything weird, please, the first thing you do, can you just email us and tell us everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Confide in us. We're here for you. Deathwish.
We should
Let
talk
us
about
know.
that time travel question.
Let us know what's up. We can help.
Yo, like, I see our slogan on some banners sometimes is like swimming upstream since 2000. It should be Deathwish Incorporated. We're here for you.
Like, I know everyone listening probably seeks advice from Patrick and Self-Defense Family, but we can give some pretty good advice.
Oh my god, we should do an advice column. Casey, you should do an advice column.
All right, I'm just going to say my answer to everything will be YOLO.
Why have
funny.
you know Rolos, the candies?
Yeah,
Why haven't they used YOLO in their marketing campaign?
they should.
I'm gonna call them up. I gotta go. Okay, please edit that out.
That's about it. All right. Well, that's it. That's all we got. That's all we got.
Fucking A.
Well, that's it. Yeah. So again, you can subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and or your preferred podcast app. Just search Deathwish Inc. We put these up on YouTube as well. So go to youtube.com/Deathwish Inc. and you'll see them there and our awesome videos. Go listen to that Blacklisted song. It's on there now. And that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for a wonderful 2014. We look forward to. Yeah, happy holidays.
Happy.
Go wild. Do something crazy.
Oh, and we're not doing what we're into this week, obviously, because
Well, yeah, I mean, we did what we're into for 2014, so yeah. So
and plus Casey's going to link to everything in my top 20 list. Don't worry.
yes.
Oh
Casey's
my
got a
God,
long
I didn't
list
even-
to make.
I didn't even think of how much of a nightmare that's going to
I'll
be.
email it to you. Don't worry.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be sick.
Cool. Thanks for listening. See you in 2015.